Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Grace. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup routine. I did self-tan last night and honestly, not horrible, but the makeup I do every day matches my self-tan because I'm usually self-tanned. I'm just very pale and usually even the palest shades of things don't fit my skin tone. So anyways, let's get started and I will link all the products that I'm using down below and they'll also be on my Amazon storefront. I never know if I should start with sunscreen in my makeup routine or if it's technically part of my skincare, but I thought I would include it today because I'm sure you could all use a reminder to wear sunscreen every single day, even in the winter when it's nasty and gloomy outside and -5 degrees. I just do a little bit. This is the e.l.f. Whoa Glow Broad Spectrum 30. I'm not sure what shade this is. Oh, it's shade Sunburst. It definitely would be too dark for me if I was not self-tanned. Also, I will say that this product is just like straight glitter. But it's just like just glitter, literally. So if you guys have any other recommendations of tinted sunscreens, let me know. I really like this one other than that, and honestly, because I put product over it, you can't even tell. But in the summer, whenever I want to just wear my sunscreen, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like, next I'm gonna go in with this lip tint. It is the FMG Glimmer in the shade Plumera. It's by Avon. It's a lip and cheek stain, and I just put a little on my top and my bottom lip, and then it's gonna kind of look extreme at first, but it will fade out. This is my designated like lippy finger, so it's always tinted with this, and it's just so funny to me for some reason. But yeah, not as extreme anymore. And then I usually put just Aquaphor over it, but I'm gonna let it like soak in for a minute. Can you guys see Milo? Just chilling. He's so cute. Next, I go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. The one that I use every day is, this one is shade 1 and this one is shade 2. This one's really good for when I'm super self-tanned, and this is like a good light self-tan day. And then if I'm not self-tanned at all, both of these are too dark for me. Like, that's how pale I am. I've been using the shade 1 even when I am self-tanned recently, just because the Sunburst makes me a little bit more tan underneath. So I feel like I don't need as dark of a halo glow. And then I just buff mine all together, all in with a brush. I usually get ready down there in front of my huge mirror, but I couldn't figure out how I was gonna film there. But because my window's over there, that's like the best lighting spot, even though my vanity is right here. So we're just dealing with not great lighting today, and somehow the lighting is better with my overhead light off and just having like my lamps and everything on. So we're just kind of hoping all this gets blended together and we don't have any marks, you know? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Aquaphor on, because then that also kind of blends it together nicely. Also, these brushes are from Amazon. They come in a huge pack with like literally all the brushes you could ever need. Next, I'm gonna go in with concealer. I kind of use, these are the two that I use the most, like I've been using for a long time. The pins are the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow 4-in-1 Perfecting Pin. I have two of these because they're like literally empty, like you can tell. But this one is too dark, this one's too light, so I just mix them. And then this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. And then the one that's too light for me on Smashbox is F20N, and the one that's too dark is L20O. I think they did send these to me, I will say. I got the dark one because I wanted it to be contour, but then I just realized I don't like contour, and I got this one before I decided to self-tan. But mixed together, they're really good. I found that these last like all day, but today I'm going to be mixing the e.l.f. Camo that's a little light for me and the too dark one of this. Sometimes I mix them on the back of my hand, and sometimes I just go right in on my face. Today we're just gonna go right in. I only put concealer where I have blemishes, and you're gonna feel like that's the majority of my face. And it is. So, and I put it under my eyes, obviously, but otherwise that's just where I've got blemishes at. Wow, I look crazy. Just because I also saw a thing about how you shouldn't use too light of a concealer under your eyes, and you shouldn't use a light concealer on your acne because that's just like highlighting your acne, and you want to hide your acne, not highlight it. And I was like, that's so smart. Why have I never thought of that before? So that's why I kind of go in with my actual shade. I used to use a too light shade all over my face. And then I just use the same brush that I used for my Halo Glow and buff it in. I know some people say you should wait for it to like get tacky, but I've never done that because I feel like it doesn't blend as well then. If I'm really wanting my makeup to last all day, and especially if I'm doing more of a heavier makeup, I spray setting spray in between every single step. The one I'm currently using is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I love this stuff. They did send it to me, I will say, but I love it. I plan on repurchasing it. I also really like the e.l.f. one. It's in a green bottle. I know they also make it in a blue bottle. I've never had the blue one, but the green bottle, the formula is really good on that one, but the spray on the bottle for me always would break. Every single one. I've had like 4. Formula great, packaging not good, but this formula is good, packaging is good. I love this one. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing, but today I don't feel like spraying it between every step, so we're going to go straight into blush. So these are the ones that I regularly use and have repurchased, I guess. Well, these I've repurchased. This one I was gifted at some event at school. It's BBX Ellie in the shade Amafi. It's really good. It's like a nice creamy stick. I really like this. This is what I use every single day. If I am just wearing my sunscreen and maybe some concealer, I'll use this lip and cheek stain that I put on my lips, or I use the Revlon Cheek Flushing Tint. I really like this one as well. It's also like a stain. I just like to put these over the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I just feel like they're better on your actual skin, not on top of makeup that's already there. So we're going to be using this one. And I don't like to just put it directly on my face. I just take my brush and kind of go like this. And then I like a very sun-kissed blush look. So I kind of go up on my temples, focusing it right here, and then up onto my nose. And I know it's the literal dead of winter, and this is still the makeup look I choose to do because I came to the realization at like the end of last semester when it started to get cold and that seasonal depression was kind of hitting upon us, and then I just blended out with my brush. But I was like, what can I do to make myself happier? Because I was just kind of, you know, getting into that seasonal depression rut, and I was like, what are things that make me happy? How can I be more confident in myself? Because I feel like that's why I was really struggling, also going through the breakup. Like, it was just, I needed to be more confident in myself, and that's kind of why I started self-tanning, because that makes, I'm happiest in the summer when I'm tan and when I have light makeup or no makeup on. So I just implemented those into my life year round. So I think you should do whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you the most confident year round. That's what you should do all year. Like, just duh, I don't know. But that's why I do my summer makeup all year now, and I just don't care what people say. I'm the happiest whenever I feel like I don't have a ton of makeup on. I feel like I look the most me, but that's obviously different for everybody. If you feel the best with a full face of makeup, do a full face of makeup. If you feel the best, your natural skin tone, your natural hair color, do that. Like, do whatever makes you feel the best, and it's gonna make you feel the most confident. It's your life. Anyways, let's do brows. I use the e.l.f. Brow Lift. I actually was not doing my eyebrows for the longest time, but I discovered how to actually like use this, I guess. I think I was using it the wrong way, and so I was hating it. Oh, and then this is also an e.l.f. Brow Lift applicator, so I probably got these at the same time. But what I do is you can't really tell because this stuff is clear, but I just pat it in a few times, and then like I just did, I put it in my entire eyebrow, and then I shape my eyebrow, and I don't put a lot of product in there. I think that was my issue, as I was putting too much product in there. And I will say, I feel like a lot of the reviews are like, my eyebrows don't move all day, like they stay exactly where I put them. Mine move, but I have very thick fluffy eyebrows, so they just don't move as much. Like they don't look crazy, but if I accidentally bump them with like my hand or something during the day, they're gonna move. It doesn't like dry that way, you know what I mean? And sometimes I do get the weird flakies, and sometimes it does mess up my makeup around my eyebrows, but honestly it's not that bad and it doesn't happen that often as long as you're careful. This one, for some reason, I just have so many issues with trying to get the hairs all in the right direction. I also don't fill my eyebrows in or anything because, like I said, I have thick fluffy eyebrows. I don't need to do that. I've been wanting to like get them laminated and like waxed and shaped because they have no shape, but I'm a little scared to do that. Next, I don't really wear an eyeshadow, but I don't like that my eyelids crease. So this is actually a mix of powders. This is just the container I put it in. It is the e.l.f. HD powder and translucent, but it also is mixed with a different powder that I left at school. I just mixed them in this container. So it's a little bit pigmented, and I just take an eyebrow brush and put the littlest amount right here in the crease, just so that the concealer and halo glow and whatever don't leave creases on my eyelids. That's the only place I put powder. And then we're gonna go in with our setting spray. Shout out to Boxing Club for the event I went to, and they gave us this. I didn't realize that it wasn't recording, so I just put mascara on. I used the Too Faced Better Sex brown mascara because I'm blonde, my eyelashes are blonde, and I just feel like this is more natural. And I also only really put it on the ends of my eyelashes and my bottom lashes just so you can see them and I don't look bald. This is the final look in natural light. Granted, the natural light is gloomy and gross, but this is the look. I think it is really good, a really good everyday light makeup look, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Come back on Wednesday for another one.